Hi and welcome back. In this video we'll be looking at some of the things in terms of your own expectations that really annoy, frustrate and upset you, and we'll also be looking at some of the player suggested strategies that deal with your own expectations. And really expectations have such a massive role to play in terms of creating annoyances and frustrations. So you might have an expectation of how you're going to start the round, and because you're maybe 4 over after 3 or something, that that expectation that you had then doesn't look like it's going to come to fruition, so you can get headless. Maybe you have expectations about the sorts of shots that you're going to make, how you're going to putt, how you're going to finish, and so all of these expectations that you have, if those expectations aren't met, then you get totally frustrated. So it's hard not to have expectations. I mean, you work hard and you practice hard and you go in there with this natural level of expectation. So it's no use saying don't have any expectation. What you need to have is some strategies to be able to more effectively deal with those expectations. And I really love the fact that these couple of suggestions are so right on the money that it's crazy. This is great stuff. To modify your expectations, it seems pretty straightforward, but you need to reset the goal. So again, if you were 4 over after 3, then as you fed back as players, you maybe need to be thinking about changing your perspective about what you want to happen. So, reevaluate the expectation that you had, and then maybe change to a more relative and more appropriate goal based on what's actually happening. So I really like resetting your goals, because what's the alternative? The alternative is you go, oh no, this is what I wanted to do today and I'm going to stick to that goal, and the goal is slipping further and further away, and you're getting more upset and more frustrated, and the more upset and frustrated you get, the worse you play. So making some realistic readjustments to your goal is a great idea. And I think one of the key things in terms of combating expectations is for you to be able to just stay in the present. See, what expectations are about is that they're actually about what will happen in the future. So I'm playing now, but at the end of this hole I have this expectation, or at the end of this shot I have this expectation of what will happen, or even at the end of this game I've got an expectation of what my score will be. And all of those things are very much future oriented. But if you can stay in the present, and really, as you've said, as players indicated to me, that if I could just think about the task at hand, then that is a really, I can't emphasize how important that is. If you're just thinking about, okay, well, this is the sort of lie it's on, this is the sort of shape that I need to hit, this is how far I've got, this is where I want it to go, this is my landing target. If you can just stay in the present and be thinking about the job at hand, which is your shot making, and as you also said, just one shot at a time, not letting your head get too far into the future, just dealing with the shot at hand, then that is an excellent way to be able to stay focused and to deal with any expectations, because you're not letting your head go too far forward. You're just staying very much in the present. Okay, we'll be back in one more video.